Hey guys, good morning from Dhaka, Bangladesh. 1:30 here in Dhaka. Current moment, hot and humid night. Basically, as you guys know, I'm still recovering from sickness, but I'm feeling a little bit better with every day, every new day because of the medication. I'm almost finished with my antibiotics. It's like 2 more days left. Hopefully, after that, I will start recovering, like the rebuilding the health. I lost a lot of weight and as well, and pretty low in energy. So many of your concerns, so many of you write comments like, "Yeah, I always often see you being sick." Sometimes I take it kind of like constructive. Sometimes I think they actually mean good, but it's frustrating to see because it's not like purposely I'm staying sick. It's the country where I have a lot of pollution and stuff like that, and a lot of germs. People don't have any health measures and all that. Anyway, so today what I plan to do is going to be a list, one of my favorite type of list, blue fragrances. And I still cannot smell 100% of fragrances. Like when I spray, I smell some before it was like 10 days. I was out of like any kind of sense of smell. So maybe 3 or 4 more days, then I'll start doing the individual reviews. So today I want to do 10 blue fragrances. These are some of the best, okay? But these blue fragrances are always popular. People tend to like this kind of fragrance when you live in a hot and humid country, and these do really well in summer and spring, right? So there are many more, like you'll see some of them missing, so don't be upset because these are just 10 fragrances. Next list, maybe the other ones that you like will pop, or maybe I don't have them, okay? So no honorable mention. I like to start with number 10. Some of them are special in their own ways. Not everything is same. First fragrance I'm going to show you, number 10, is Azzaro Chrome. Definitely there are many flankers to it, my favorite being Chrome Legend, but today I'm showing you Chrome just to show appreciation for this top seller. Azzaro Chrome, it's not just your typical blue fragrance. It has a metallic tone, it has some florals, very sharp, very long lasting, and it's a soapy, fresh, clean scent. I have a 200 ml here as a backup, and this fragrance actually is good for summer casual usage. This one is one of the most sold fragrance from this house of Azzaro. Okay, check it out, Azzaro's Chrome. Number 9, I'm going to go with another popular. I'm going to show all the popular ones today, okay? This is Nauticus Voyage. It's going to be like a classic list because most of the fragrances, they are already in the market for a very long time. Nauticus Voyage, not much to say about this fragrance. It speaks for itself. The success on its own, it speaks for itself, okay? Because this one, affordable, still sells, Yeah, I can smell some of it still. I cannot smell 100% still, but this one is a salty, aquatic, very simple marine life sort of a smell, and it has like a cucumber, green apple sort of a feel, very cooling. And once you start applying it, if you never tried it before, that musk and the apple combination may come off as a little bit underwhelming. Once you get used to it, you see how long it lasts, just like the Chrome. You'll really be surprised. So this is called Nauticus Voyage, one of the best blue fragrance in the market on budget. So number 8, I'm going to go with fragrance that I picked over Versace Purum today. Versace Purum is my easy pick every time, or Menu Fresh. But for some reason, over the last couple of years, I tend to prefer Dylan Blue a lot. Dylan Blue, actually, it sells a lot. One of the top sellers in the game and the market, as well as it projects and lasts much longer than some of the other Versace fresh ones, right? So if you actually ever wanted one fragrance does it all for you, this is one of the best fragrance your money can buy, and it's excellent value for what you get for 200 ml. Not the best fragrance in the market, Dylan Blue. It's basically loved by youth mostly, but it's an amazing fragrance. That's number 8. Number 7, another 200 ml bottle of mine, Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue, Purum Eau Intense EDP. One of the longest names ever, and I every time successfully remember the name. This one, it's one of those fragrances that like it's very masculine. It has some peppery kick. It definitely has salty marine vibes, hint of citrus somewhere perhaps, but not much. But this is like a more full-bodied version, longer lasting version of the original light blue Purum. I actually prefer this over the other ones because of the juice color. One thing is very cooling and looks like the ocean, and the theme is blue, right? So it definitely represents that, and I really like the frosted glass. This one, easily in current times, whatever is in summer rotation of people, this is one of their favorites, easily for official, casual, amazing fragrance. Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue Eau Intense Purum EDP. Then number 6, then we hit top 5. Number 6, it's Davidoff Cool Water Intense. This perfume cannot be categorized as fully blue fragrance, but it's just the blue bottle, and then a little bit of the cool water name always suggests it's going to be an aquatic fragrance. But mostly what you get from this blue fragrance, it's yes, it got that aquatic touch a little bit, but mostly very sweet, very strong, coconutty sort of strong properties and tropical fragrance. And the performance from this, I think it's one of the best perform in this whole top 10 line. I think this is the longest lasting, perhaps, if not the longest lasting, one of the longest lasting fragrances. And this is not as cheap as Cool Water, but I would say definitely worth the money of 125 ml to run you long time. Definitely belongs in this list. This is called Davidoff Cool Water Intense. So the last or first five, number 5, I'm gonna go with this one, Ecuador Profondo. Is this my most favorite from the line? No, but today's episode is about blue fragrances, which is why this one definitely steals the show, because this one has that blue aquatic vibe. This one is similar to some of the other ones like Mr. Burberry, some of the other Cool Water. See, this one I can smell now because the nose is still blocked. You know, the sinus sort of covered the whole system. Once it clears out properly, then I can smell. But I know this fragrance for many years. This is like breezy, blue, light, airy, long-lasting kind of fragrance. And this is more modernized version of Aqua Digio. This one and Absolute both are good, but I think this is good for if you like blue fragrances. Definitely check it out. Profondo Lights is very good too, but I don't own that. So number 4, I'm gonna go with the fragrance. I think this is the best from this line. This Bvlgari Aqua line. This is Aquamarine. I have the whole line of 6 fragrances or 7, I think. Aqua, Aquamarine, Amara, Atlantic. What's the other 2? The 2 tonic version, the Aqua Tonic and Aquamarine Tonic. I have them all. But so far, my favorite always stays this one. And if you talk about non-blue, Atlantic is also good blue, but the non-blue I would like actually the Amara more. But for me, the soapy, neroli freshness and a little bit of peppery kick, very nice, very long-lasting perfume. This one, it lasts like for the whole day's work. You can definitely smell it. It's got this soapy cleanliness, and I think it's one of the best fragrances in this genre in the whole market. Bvlgari is one of the gem of a line. They are discounting the whole line. Perhaps collect them before they're gone. Aquamarine. This is by Bvlgari. House of Bvlgari. So 3, 2 and 1, these 3 are the most special ones in this list. I feel these 3 are the most premium blue fragrances if you do not count Elysium. For some reason I don't want to show Elysium. I have something else instead. Elysium sort of does the same thing that next 2 does. Okay, so I am going to tell you something that I don't want to say. Okay, number 3, I want it to be number 2. But the smell test, I think number 2 won over number 3. Number 3 is Dior Sauvage. Okay, I actually prefer the EDT over any other version. Also like the, oh man, one hand is difficult to maintain. This one, the very cool spray, which apparently it got discontinued recent times. There are many forms of this, Elixir, EDP, Parfum. But the EDT is the best value if you buy at 200 ml. Even 100 ml you buy. Now I cannot smell this because of the nose is blocked. But Dior Sauvage basically has excellent performance. Really nice, simple scent. Got this pink pepper sort of vibe, right? Like pimento or something like a pink pepper vibe. And it has this Calabrian bergamot. Got ambroxan, I think. Easily. It still gets complimented. It's the most common fragrance now, but very high class. And Dior does it best. Okay, many other clones out there, but not as good as this. Okay, Dior Sauvage number 3. So I have number 2 and number 1, and I'll tell you why these 2 are the 2 of the best in my humble opinion. Number 2 is gonna be Bleu De Chanel. Okay, not the EDP or Parfum I'm showing today, the EDT. Why am I showing the EDT? Okay, first of all, this is the most affordable one, not as long lasting. If you want the best longevity, I would say without any shadow of doubt, I have a little bit juice left, I think about this much. This one, if you buy EDP actually is longer lasting, but EDP it's the best value. But EDP is actually good for, in my humble opinion, winter time. You know, it's just my 2 cents. It's not like an absolute or anything, but EDT for summer, since this is a summer list mostly, EDT works the best. Nighttime, the opening grapefruit is really beautiful, refreshing, is juicy, and then the darkness that takes over, a little bit of incense, you know, the smoky vibe, and then it gets a little bit dark. So it's not a totally blue fragrance, but in terms of smell, I think this is way ahead of Dior Sauvage. That's just my 2 cents. But it's a lot more expensive. 150 ml costs more than 200 ml of Sauvage. But prices kept aside, it's just the smell. I prefer Bleu De Chanel. This is number 2. And that leads me to number 1. Today I'm finishing quite quickly because there are 10 fragrances, not more. This line of Xerjoff, I have 2, original one, Mephisto, and I also have Mephisto Gentiluomo. I am showing you this one because of the longevity. Okay, this one, the Mephisto, are very close in terms of smell. That one has a lot more citrus. This one, the original Mephisto, got a lot more citrus. This one has a lot more mint. So it's up to you. This is basically that heading towards the Silver Mountain water, that direction. But I'll tell you one thing, this one is the best. It's even better than Silver Mountain water by every way. Okay, polished, more sophisticated, nicer smell, longer lasting, every way possible. Yeah, this one I can smell. This is actually pretty strong and it's very, very long lasting. Xerjoff, basically some people would say the blue lines are a bit too expensive for what they are. But, you know, when you pay for Tom Ford, you pay for MFK or Bike Hilly and any of this house, they always are, you know, charging you more money because of the house. So Xerjoff is such a house. They are up class. So I did not find that many Xerjoff fragrances like I really love. There are many of them, they were not really hit with me. This fragrance was an instant love because of how long it lasts. Okay, and in terms of smell, this is better than any of the other ones that I showed you today, and this is the reason why I'm not showing you Elysium. Elysium is a good fragrance, but it's similar to Bleu De Chanel and Dior Sauvage in many ways, and it's supremely expensive. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. This is also a niche house, premium house. If you can find this, let's just put this one and Mephisto Gentiluomo as joint champions. Okay, because why not? This is also a great fragrance. So these are the 10, with the one honorable mention perhaps, are my most favorite blue fragrances. I feel, you know, fragrance is a fun game, you know, nothing to be taken so seriously unless you take yourself too seriously. That's when things go wrong and people get upset and all that. Enjoy the game as, you know, like it's a game, you know, it's like something that can create entertainment, something that can give you a leisure or something for, you know, like research in the like lazy time rather than doing bad habits like smoking, you know, the other drugs and all that. You know, this is a good habit. You know, this is why I do fragrance game, and I really feel it's a clean game. Unless you actually go overboard and then spend way too much and becomes an addiction, that's the point. It's a little bit worrying. But apart from that, treat fragrance game as a hobby that gives you so much happiness and not burden. Thank you so much for watching. Feeling much better today, and hopefully next few upcoming days I will try to rest more and try to regain my health. Thanks for keeping me in your prayers. I will see you soon. Tomorrow perhaps some more videos. Take care. Good night from Dhaka, Bangladesh.